Well, hello everybody. It's Vera Volta here again with another Caleb Hammer reaction. Today we're going to go into the Caleb Hammer archives to see probably the most infamous of Caleb's guests. This is his first appearance. He is so um attention happy that he appears on three total episodes, and he was apparently hounding Caleb to let him on even more, despite the fact that not much has changed in his situation, so it's kind of pointless. So I don't really understand why he'd want to come on again, other than for attention, but he seems like that type of dude, I guess. But this is the guy who will probably talk about his history in later episodes, just because it becomes like a whole saga. But also to keep in mind, this is one of the earlier of Caleb's episodes, so the production value is very different because this is before he was successful enough to hire like a whole crew. So it's crazy to see how much he's changed in like I think it's been a little over a year, maybe just a year. But I might as well start the video here. I started a little bit just to make sure that the audio wasn't like too crazy bad, in terms of like them being too loud or me being too quiet. So but let's hope for the best. Okay.
Today we'll be meeting with Zeke. At the age of 19, he dropped out of school and quit his job because he, quote, doesn't want to work. His mom supports his lazy lifestyle while he just makes excuses at every turn. Give this video a like so that YouTube recommends it to more people.
So part of the controversy, I guess I should talk a little bit about. I'll allude to it. I'll probably go into it more as we go on, just because of like the timeline. But this sounds fake, right? This is too crazy, too perfect to be real about like, oh, lazy Zoomer who doesn't want to work. No, it's too perfect. But no, he's a real person. He did get recruited through a site that you generally use to hire actors, but that was generally because when Caleb was first starting, he needed a way to bring on guests, and generally the best type of people to get on camera are people who want to be on camera anyway, like actors. So that's where they picked him up. And then Zeke tried to say, "Oh, my personality was just fake. I wasn't a douchebag. I was just acting the whole time, I swear." But that doesn't seem supported by what we see him do outside of this. I Yeah, I should just jump into this. To be clear, I have seen parts of the other two episodes. I don't think I've seen this original one. I've just seen when he comes back. So we'll see how he is the first time.
This is Financial Audit.
Oh yeah. The infamous not financial advice. You got to say this for legal reasons. Don't want to get sued or something. Actually, it might be illegal.
I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm 19, and this is my story, I guess, right?
Yeah, I think 19 is the youngest we've actually had on here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do you do for a living?
For a living, nothing right now. I actually hope you congratulate me on this. I got a job at Chick-fil-A today.
Okay.
Nice.
It's doing
Congrats, I guess.
deliveries. So I've been doing DoorDash for about a year and a half. So it's pretty much the same thing.
Okay, that
just for a company and more stable, I think.
Gotcha. How much are you going to be making in your new job?
Just 10 an hour, but it's projected to be
that's interesting.
18 to 25 with tips and everything. You know how it...
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that Chick-fil-A generally pays pretty well, but I guess it's just because they're testing them out. I imagine in general that fast food turnover is crazy, so maybe they just start them out lower. I don't know. I'm just speculating here.
Yeah.
So there's good and bad days.
So what have you been doing in the previous months?
Nothing in between that. Just I took 6 months off of working because I felt like I got burnt out. My old job was at Washtub. It's a car wash company, and so we're just working in the heat all day. You know.
Okay.
So 6 months off. How have you been?
Okay. For the car wash, I guess you can claim being burnt out because it's Texas. Because if you've been to Texas, you can testify to how hot it is. Generally, also depends on like where you're located. It can get way more hellish if you're in like a humid area. Forget exactly where San Antonio is on like the heat scale, but I don't know if that's worthy of, did he say like 6 months off of work? I don't know if that really makes sense. Or would it only, I don't know.
And surviving without an income?
I can't tell you, man. I mean, I really just don't pay. I don't like spend money. I do, but it's more so on like if I'm gonna go out to eat, if I have to pay for gas or I have to take like acting classes, like that.
So, I think that you can probably guess from here, from what I know about him, I'm pretty sure that he's just saying, "Oh, I live on mommy's money, and then I just get the things that I want with my money." Because my money's only for fun things. My money's not for like helping my mom with like groceries or anything.
That's what I'll pay for. And then sometimes I'll just get money for birthdays and stuff like that.
You've been living off of birthday money?
I did for a trip. Well, not for, no, I did for like a couple weeks, but not anymore.
Okay. I mean, I see if we just take a look into your savings account, you had at the beginning of December, when I guess this whole thing probably started,
Okay.
$2,050 in. It's kind of
that's
what's
pretty
been
good.
put through in the last 6 months. But what's been taken out is $2,000. So it's almost like you've lived
Oh.
off of your savings.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. I might actually have to go back. Was that in a month? Did he spend all of that in a month? There's no way he could have spent all of that in a month, is there? Because he keep in mind he doesn't have like living expenses. He only has fun expenses. I need to look at this.
Okay. I mean, I see if we just take a look into your savings account, you had at the beginning of December, when I guess this whole thing probably started, $2,050 in. It's kind of what's been put through in the last 6 months. But what's been taken out is $2,000. So it's almost like you've lived off of your savings.
Okay, sorry. Well, when was this video posted? Okay, it was in July. Okay, so I guess it was a few months. At least I hope it was a few months. Because there have been guests who have spent like 2,000 on things that were not rent in a month, but hopefully he's not one of them.
Almost. I'm pretty sure I spent all my savings at the very beginning as well.
Like immediately, your savings.
Wait,
gone?
what?
Yeah.
Okay, there goes my credit for him.
Prior to the Google UX design
Go away! Be gone!
Because I mean, I started jujitsu classes for 6 months, which was like $1,050 or something. It's like $200 a month.
Here's also another weird thing. This is mainly just because I've seen quite a few of these episodes, but there's like also a weird correlation with jujitsu. Like there's a strangely high amount of people who get into debt who are paying for jujitsu classes that they can't afford, and it's specifically jujitsu. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because it's a very popular martial art, but I just noticed that was odd.
So I was
You quit your job.
Yeah.
Your source of income. Quit your job, and then decided all the money that you had left over should go to learning jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu and any other skills or things I wanted to get into, because I also stopped going to college.
Okay.
Okay.
So quitting job, quitting college, spending all the money on non-marketable skills for the job market.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, for the job market.
Yeah. I don't know what jujitsu can do for you unless if you're like a professional like MMA fighter or if you're gonna teach it yourself. But I will say, they'll probably talk about this later. I do get the feeling that him dropping out of college might actually be the best thing for him because I'm not really sure if he can deal with that structure, and I don't even know what he'd really try to do with it. Because I feel like college is very, to get the most out of it, you need to know what you're going for. It's not a discover yourself thing. It's I know that this career path really wants me to get this specific degree, or at least help me get this internship through this program. So I think he's not one of the people who would benefit from college. From everything that I know about this man, which I'm not like a super expert, but this dude does not seem like he'd thrive in college.
But it's more like an investment in my personal life and what I wanted to do, because for so long I just haven't been doing things that I want to. It's just like work and school and just in between that, whatever else I can like hang out with friends or.
So you're just a normal person?
Do things you like to do while also making enough money to live?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with that job is just like I just didn't have the energy to. Because I'm in the sun like 8 hours a day.
Huh?
Okay,
8 hours
okay, I guess.
It was good money. I was making probably $1,000 a week. $1,000.
That's good.
It might be changing now, but if we were looking 6 months ago when you quit, it was literally a worker's economy where people can get basically whatever job they want, especially in the bracket that you're talking about where you have Chick-fil-A now or a car wash. Those areas, $15 an hour, $20 an hour, so much demand to get workers in. Why quit instead of just getting an air-conditioned job inside where you make $20 an hour?
Because he didn't want to work?
Just didn't want to work.
Yep.
Literally. So that's what it is.
Didn't want to work. Yeah, it's just like, it's not what I want to do.
Okay.
That's why I took the 6 months off. It's like, this is what I want to do. I don't want to like be stuck in this forever, because I saw so many people that were working there for years and they just never left.
Okay.
Same with other jobs, like they're stuck there for years. They don't know what they want to do.
Do you know what you want to do though? Because this is another thing that I've noticed. And you'll probably, I'm gonna go through his whole series just because I figure like each one is weird for a different reason. The follow-ups tend to all be like that, which I find fascinating. But what was I saying? I think I was probably just going to talk about him being like a little child who doesn't want to do anything he doesn't want to do. Oh, I found my train of thought. So basically he always talks like he knows like how the world works and he's like the super expert and everyone else is sheeple, but he's like 19 and has like no experience, but he thinks he understands everything because he's just so smart.
They didn't have the time to like pursue anything that they're interested in, and I was like, I'm gonna get started with this.
8 hours a day.
Society.
Don't have the time. Sounds like an excuse.
Yes and no. I mean, it's more of the
it is an
energy
excuse.
Because I would start at like 8, go home at 6, or not 6, but whenever I get off and I'm just tired, like.
So it sounds like the drive wasn't there.
So?
Like there wasn't.
Yeah, there's no motivation as well.
Yeah,
like,
no motivation.
Just like, this is my life. This is what I do.
Okay.
I just needed a little bit of change. I'm ready to go back. That's why I got a job now. I just applied to a community college. I can start studying again.
Yeah.
Why though?
It was just more of I want.
I really hope that he tells us what he's trying to study, because what's the point of going to college if you don't know what you're doing? Maybe he does. Maybe he has a bright idea, and I just don't know what it is because I can't like see into his genius brain. So I should let him talk.
Time off.
It definitely can make sense to. Community college is definitely worth it when it comes to college. But if you don't know what you do,
it's at least more cost
maybe
effective.
Take a year off, work, save up. But you only work for a little bit and then quit.
Yeah.
And plus, gen ed classes will have to be taken for any degree anyway, so it kind of makes sense to get them out of the way.
Yeah.
Even then, I was almost thinking not to do college.
Oh, yeah, okay. I cut him off at a bad time. But yeah, no. If you are still a college student and you still have general courses, I cannot recommend enough. Just take them at community college. Because also generally, especially if it's like a class that you don't like, generally when you transfer them over, it's just pass or fail. It won't affect your GPA if you're trying for a high GPA. So if you like hate math and you go and take your necessary math that you're not required to take at your college, at a different college, that's the best way to do it, because then it won't take your GPA if you suck at math.
But I mean,
you quit your job after 6 months because you didn't want to work. You had $2,050 in your savings account. You spent that all on pretty much jiu-jitsu
classes,
just all
and
jiu-jitsu,
other skills that you wanted to learn. And
okay,
then,
what are these special sets of
December,
skills?
In May, you brought in through various sources like birthday money, as you said, $5,746.80.
Well, that's pretty good. I didn't know it was that much.
Yeah, but you spent $5,785.12. So you spent $38.32 more than you brought in.
Oh, but that's
So
good
you lived
though.
in the negative.
Remember, it's
over
so
these
much better
last
than he thought.
6 months.
Probably, yeah. I also use my mom's credit card a little bit just for gas because, like,
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the
No,
best way to make money
no.
on
Be gone, be gone,
Amazon
be gone,
is
be gone.
not.
yeah.
So
I haven't said, I didn't really necessarily see what that ad is, but I will say, since I'm stupid and I don't have ad blockers, you'll see some ads sometimes, and I find it hilarious that generally on financial channels, especially if they're like anti-scam, will have so many scam ads. Like, oh, this is how you make like thousands with no work drop shipping and all this type of stuff. Like those always show up on financial videos, which I find hilarious.
so when you don't have money, you just use mom's credit card?
Yeah.
A little bit. But,
What's a little bit?
Yeah.
like, $20 or $50 when I really need it. Like, I just, like,
How
when
often?
I'm out and I need gas.
Why do you have mom's credit card?
Is it mom's credit card
Mostly
or
for
he's
big
on there?
purchases that I don't pay for.
But why do you even have it? It's
Yeah.
not yours. It's hers. Why
Oh,
do you
it's
have it?
it's with my name and everything.
Yeah, no, okay. So it is just like it's yeah, like oh, also good advice. If for some reason you are a parent and you have actual like this is only if you have good finances, but and your kid's responsible, but give them a credit card young and have them spend a little bit on it and pay it off. And then they'll end up with an amazing credit score, especially if you already have an amazing credit score. Again, this is only if you like know the credit card game. Don't get into it if you're like a complete noob. But that's how I ended up with like great credit, like straight out of college, is because, or even like high school, it's because my parents had me on a credit card and like we're paying it off. So another pointer there.
It's just attached to her account. So like I have her credit score and everything too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so okay. Well, I don't have the documents for that
I
credit
don't
card.
either. I literally can't tell you how much to spend on it. Cause
Okay,
Do you know
that's
what
concerning.
the balance is on it?
no, like how much it goes up to.
Concerning how, considering like how often people don't know how much they've spent on their credit cards on the show, it's pretty concerning that we don't have that statement in order to like know his actual spending patterns. So when he says just a little bit of gas, it's very possible that he's eating out too.
Like how much
max
is
out?
owed currently?
I don't know.
She probably pays for it.
No, she pays for it. But
Damn, she's hardcore enabling what's going
I
on
mean,
right now.
he's also
You
19.
know that, right?
I asked her about it, and she said, "Look, you can do that, but you need to go back to school. You need to get a job."
Yeah.
Like she's
Just don't be a neat.
She's enabling it, but she's also the one that's pushing me and like helping me out.
If I was Mama Zeke, I would cut off the money until you went back to school and then give that extra assistance if that's what she wanted to do. But the fact that you're able to still use the card when you're not following the guidelines that she wants is like literally pure enablement. Even
You
if
need to
she
stop being a
sends,
neat
like,
to
an
get the
upset
money.
text every now and then. I broke down what you spent only within 1 month, and this was 1 month of not having a job. How much money do you think you spent eating out? From just the checking account. This isn't even this magical
so he
infinite
still
credit
eats
card
out
that I didn't have.
even
I
with
don't
the
spend
checking
money
account.
on the credit card for food.
Okay.
It's just gas. It's just gas to be honest, because
Well,
I need to go places.
Hopefully he's
on
being honest.
food, probably like $100 maybe.
$236.
And how?
Oh,
just
yeah.
1 month?
1 month. 1 month of not having a job.
Yeah.
A quarter of $1,000.
I mean,
You say you spend your unlimited credit card essentially on gas.
yeah, on gas.
Yet in your checking account, in just 1 month, $206.69 in gas coming from the checking
You see the
account.
problem? That's why like, I spend so much on it. Like,
Why
do you
What
spend
are
that
doing in
much?
gas? No job.
nothing. Coming to Austin maybe, or
Why are you coming to Austin if you don't have a
Yeah.
job?
to get money. I get paid for the acting.
Is it worth it with
Oh,
$5
okay.
gas?
I haven't done it in a while. That was mostly in March that I was coming a lot. Because I do want to eventually move out here and like pursue everything.
And then in a month's time, what do you think you're Venmoing, PayPaling?
Like, you know, I'm determined. I'm gonna in the like next week or so, I'm gonna try to put together a Caleb Hammer bingo card. And one of the things that's gonna be on there is wants to be an actor. Because that always happens. Not like as often as it used to, but that was so common for like a month. Like every other guest was an actor, maybe even longer than a month.
People.
It depends, because whenever I Venmo or PayPal, Venmo's for food sometimes when my friends go out and they're like, hey, just give me like $10. Or maybe we're gonna go drink or something. And then PayPal is mostly for clothes.
What are you drinking? Juice? You're 19.
Grilled. How much a month? I don't know. It really depends. When I have a job, I know I'd be spending like half my check on that.
Why?
Kill me. When you didn't have a job, you still Venmo'd $147.91 to people. So now we're at $589 when it comes to your gas, eating out, giving other people money. Basically $600 not working to just have fun, to drive wherever, probably driving somewhere to go eat out, spend more money with friends who you then Venmo.
Yeah.
What is the plan here? This is not sustainable. How are you even surviving? Oh, mama's credit card.
Yeah, no, that's pretty obvious.
When I go out. Yeah.
Today, not tomorrow, not next week.
Oh wait, be gone. No.
I go out.
A lot of times I don't spend money when I go out.
Man,
$600 in a month.
I'm pretty frugal, to be honest.
No, you're not.
I don't think you know what frugal means.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Frugal with the money you have. This isn't even money you have, we've learned.
Yeah,
truly.
Because a lot of it's transferred from your savings account, so at least you had that. At one point, you were responsible enough to put $2,050 in a savings account.
Man, I was childish.
I'm sorry. I keep on getting distracted. Just like, I'm sorry. It's just the level of douche that this guy gives off. It's partially because I know his like future actions, but just like, look at this posture. Look at this. Look at this lean. Look at like the cockiness in this lean. It's just. It gets me kind of annoyed. So if I get a little more heated than usual, or like don't necessarily give him the benefit of the doubt as much as I probably should, that's part of why. It's because I just think he's a douche.
For money too. That wasn't even from like shit.
Do you even care about your finances?
Yes, but like.
Does he?
I've been able to save up like $5,000, and then like I just had it there.
But,
and was like,
but I thought you spent it.
I was supposed to go to Japan with that money, and then COVID happened, and then I bought a motorcycle, and then.
Bought a motorcycle?
What?
Yeah, I have a motorcycle.
No.
You have a car too?
Yeah.
Why?
Motorcycles for fun.
Oh.
Fun too. But...
Yeah, is it a little fun?
Yeah, man, we've all.
What you have?
Another reoccurring questionable purchase is a motorcycle when you already have a vehicle to get around.
Please tell me that's the only two modes of transportation that you own.
For now.
No job.
For now.
Oh, for now? He's already planning?
Why? Did you buy it in cash? Or is there a loan on it?
No, I bought it in cash.
What about your car? Is there a loan on the car?
No, my mom bought that for me. Yeah.
Of course.
Wow. Big mom energy.
Pretty much, man.
I wonder what his mom does.
Just looking in that 1 month.
Yes.
Raising Cane's, Panera Bread, Venmoing someone, getting gas, Hula Hut, Chick-fil-A, Sushi Express, getting gas, getting some pancakes, Bill Miller barbecue.
Okay, I'm judging you for that one.
Greek restaurant. I guess we need smoothies.
Yeah, that's also I'm judging you.
Some gas with our no job. PayPal and our friends. Lots of CD exchange records.
What is that?
Yeah, I buy CDs. I like CDs.
Why?
Okay.
I will tell you though, that's all the girlfriend. That's all the.
This dude has a
food
girlfriend?
and stuff that is also just going out with girls and that stuff.
Oh, girls?
So you let them
I thought you said you had
drain your
one.
account?
Hell no, but they like to.
Why don't
They?
you say no? We're watching Netflix and cooking macaroni and cheese for $3.
Why did I get jump scared by macaroni and cheese?
I don't know.
PayPal. More gas. Snooze the Vineyard.
What is that?
More gas. Pizza.
Probably like a...
ramen. And that's literally 1 month. And you don't work.
Yeah.
Does
That
this
is a
not
lot for
scare
that.
you? Do you not like when you
No.
get in bed, you're not like stressed about it, not being able to sleep because you're financially dying?
For a long time, I was.
But look at him. Does there look like there's a thought of stress in his head? Does it? I don't think so.
But like after a while, just like I got used to it, and then I realized like it's not that big of a deal.
How's it not that big of a deal?
Because I can always make up for it. Like I have so much of my life left.
No,
I'm not in debt or anything. Like I don't have student loans. That's why.
Well,
but that's
If I
not how
did-
time works, though. The longer you wait for investing for your future,
yeah.
the less money you'll have by retirement. So that's not how making up money works unless you're making
Yeah.
up hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's what I think though. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be famous. I'm gonna be rich.
Of course he does.
Famous. What are you going to be famous for?
Being a douche.
I did find out. I really liked jiu-jitsu. I really liked coming to Austin to do acting and taking classes, doing modeling in San Antonio.
I will. Okay.
Clothes.
I'll give you one compliment. You're not hideously ugly. You're actually you're not bad genetically. I'm sorry, I'm a douche.
That's why I spend a lot on clothes, because I'm just kind of investing in myself, kind of.
How's that considered an investment
Okay.
if it's not making a return? That's not an investment. That's just spending what you want.
Investing in myself because I'm building my,
I hate
my
that term.
character. Before I felt like I was really a hollow person. I didn't have a lot of interest. If someone asked me what I
Okay.
like to do in life and like what I am, it's like I couldn't tell them.
So the end goal to make up
Huh?
the thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds and thousands of dollars that you're losing in your potential retirement by waiting to be financially disciplined is because you think you might be famous.
Yes.
Because you want to be
For
famous.
sure. Yeah.
And your number one fan is your mom.
Boy.
Yeah, probably. She
Yeah, no shit.
says that she sacrifices a lot for me. Yeah, but also I feel like she almost pays me in that. Like she doesn't give me attention. So it's
What?
like
Oh, what a statement.
Oh
not
boy.
necessarily reflecting bad on you, but just imagining that. One, incredibly sad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that's reality.
If that's true.
I'm not painting the full picture, you know. But
Yeah, no,
Mom
I
and son
get that
therapy
feeling.
on the horizon.
dude, she won't take me.
Oh, but you have brought it
Huh.
up.
I've brought it up so many times.
Oh, that's actually good.
Please, okay. Another thing that'll need to be on the bingo card is therapy. Because early Caleb really likes talking about therapy more than modern Caleb. Because I feel like over time he's just gotten more and more like black pilled or like desensitized. And it's gotten to the point where everyone says mental health. So now he doesn't believe people automatically anymore just because everyone says, oh, I bought this thing because of mental health.
That's good to hear.
Like I love communication. I love like talking it out with people, and it's like,
Okay.
well, because you're not giving me this, you're gonna pay me a little bit. I don't know.
What?
You ruined it with the money thing. I was so happy to you
I
say
got
that
a
you
job.
brought therapy.
I got a job. I'm working now.
Do you live with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She
Well,
has a
yeah,
boyfriend. She's not
he's-
home half the time. Empty
What?
house, man.
Huh.
I'm the only child. No pets.
Pets are great.
Pets are great.
Okay.
She hates pets. Pets.
Okay, so you finally got a job,
Mhm.
making $20 an hour ish.
Hopefully, that's what I was making at Wash Tub, but I was spending all. This time I do hope to save 70%, 75%.
Oh.
Like just
Okay, so
That's
that's
high.
what I want to talk about then.
yeah.
Your financial goals, what you actually want to do. $20 an hour. How many hours a week do you want to work?
20,
Yeah.
25 to 30.
Okay,
Why
part-time?
Not 40? Why not full
I'm doing
time?
everything else, and every the classes I'm taking right now are 6 to 9, and that's like
Okay.
really the peak.
Okay, so you are back in school. It's happening.
Yeah, I went and applied this week.
And are you taking out student loans? Are you paying
Wait, he
for
only
it?
applied? He's
I
not
think
actually
it's
in?
like 1,500.
Or
My mom
he
said
is
she'll
in?
pay for it. Like she's really willing to support me through whatever I do, as long as I'm in school.
No, I mean,
Makes
I definitely
sense.
like the idea of a parent paying for school if they're able to, because that's not, in certain situations, that can be a form of enablement too, but that's what she wants. So
That's what I want to. You know, I do want
Yeah.
to go and study and learn. I just wanted that 6-month period to myself where I can say
Okay.
I like let
Is it supposed to be like his gap semester, maybe? And I'm not opposed to this idea, by the way, to like kind of gather your thoughts about what you think you're gonna do in life and make sure that you know what you want to pursue before you're like commit to this. So I don't think necessarily like gap years or like an off semester is necessarily a bad idea unless like you can't afford it and you have to work. But if you can afford to do that, that's not necessarily a bad idea. It's just how you use that time.
Loose. This is me just like letting loose, not caring, and whatever.
You said
Okay.
you'll work 25 hours a week.
25, yeah.
$26,000 a year
Okay.
before any taxes.
Yeah.
And
It'd be low
you're a
though.
delivery person, so you got to subtract gas and maintenance on car.
Yeah.
Let's say $20,000 a year. You wanted to save 75% of that?
Yeah, probably.
And
I
are
wonder
you
if he's
going to be able to?
An independent contractor
We'll
or if
probably
he's
say
an
like
employee.
10.
So you would then be spending
Probably employee.
$833 a month on whatever. Saving $833 a month.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
One,
it
I
goes
think
a
you
long
could do
way.
better. I
Well,
think
actually,
you could
that'd
save
be
more. I think that's
pretty
kind
high
of
end,
ridiculous.
though,
You don't
but
necessarily
still.
have to do that because your living situations for free. You have your car and motorcycle paid off. The school is paid for. What I would be doing is saving $15,000 minimum.
Huh.
Beware of day trading options. It's one of the fastest ways to lose all of your money.
Stop
This is what some people will keep.
talking.
You're not even 20 yet. Just
Yeah.
literally eat for a couple years.
I
It will
feel
pay
already,
off.
man.
You do not eat. No, that is
Oh,
not
God.
even. That is not
There's
even in
other
the
people around
conversation.
me that are eating good. That's why.
Huh.
No, eating is your bank account. You're not.
Yeah.
You're literally having fun. You didn't. You took 6 months off
Yeah.
to joyride on a motorcycle, even though you already
I've
had
had
a
that
car.
for a year.
Oh,
Huh.
I
this
bought that a year ago.
no.
Oh boy.
Dude, there is no sympathy. You're not already eating. Do it for just a few years. While
Join the
you're
ramen
working
club.
to get your degree. Then even a couple years after that. By the time you're 25, you could have like 6 months of just living expenses saved up. Just have that. Then get a job that pays $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year with your degree, and then you can save more money to your retirement. And 25 years old, you'll have a lot of time to do that. And
A little bit of a hot take, but I feel like if you're making if your career is setting you up to make under 50 when you went to college, I feel like that's a bad investment. I could be wrong. Maybe it's very fulfilling, but when you're choosing a career that requires college, I feel like you need to take into account that you're gonna have to pay off the loans. So it has to be something that has, good return on your investment. I don't know.
then you'll have much more money to play with. It'll be worth it. If you sacrifice just a few years, why do you need to have why do you even need to have the 6 months off right now? Why 19? There's no responsibilities in your life. You told us
Yeah.
about your life. You have no car payments. You have no student loans. Your gas is taken care for.
Yeah.
You have a nice home.
No, gas is not taken care of.
Some
Oh,
of
yeah.
gas,
Sometimes, but I get yelled
Okay.
at for it.
more gas than pretty much
Wait.
anyone in the world because they don't have mom covering their
So, like, is he not supposed to be using the credit card, but he just does it anyway? Like, huh?
gas.
All my friends do. I think it's the problem. My environment.
Well, maybe you need a new friend group.
It's tough, man.
Endless amount of excuses. This conversation can be summed up by the word excuse.
Oh, if you think that this is excuse filled, he comes off as this is the most normal that he's going to come off in any of the videos based on what I've seen. And yeah, I don't think that's necessarily a good sign. At this point, I'm gonna be honest, it's not like too crazy unreasonable. He's like 19. He's getting his life together. He's in his like dicking around period. Okay. But what he chooses to do in the next few, I'm hyping them up too much, or maybe not enough. But hopefully, well, as we continue on, you'll hopefully see that I'm not crazy. I don't hate this kid for no reason.
Do you not recognize that?
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm like lazy. I can fix things, but then it's like, Do I need to?
Yes, you need to. What do you mean, do you need to? Do you want to retire? Do you want to be able to buy things on your own at some point and still have money?
Long, dude. I want to be like half middle age.
Yeah, 25, real middle age.
Oh, it's by 25. I mean.
Yeah, eat crap for a couple years.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I do.
You won't when you're 25. You'll be happy you did.
Yeah.
I guess. I just think like there's so many other people in life have gotten a break, and it's like I shouldn't have to like.
Okay. Wait, what? You're talking about getting breaks, and your mom already like pays for your shit. You're allowed to take a semester off, and you didn't have to work in all these different things. I'd say that you have had a break. I think that he thinks that he's had like, oh, I've gone through adversity like way more than he actually has. Also, I'm going to mention it again because it's important and everyone needs to know. Start investing as young as you can because of the concept of compounding growth. As soon as you put something in, then more money will grow from that, and then that money that grew from that interest will be added to the pool and it just keeps on growing. And then over time, that money's worth a lot more. That's why technically the money that you put in when you're like 20 is more than the money that you put in when you're like 50 because of like all the interest that you earn. So if this guy put like that 2,000 away, who knows what that could have been in a few years. I could actually probably do the calculation, but I'm kind of lazy. But at some point, I'll have to show that to you guys so that you understand like how important compounding growth is.
Minus myself to that either. Like
No, I'm not even gonna like have that be said at this table. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I know it's pretty. I mean, I get it too. It's like, but you can't limit yourself. I think.
Oh no.
I think so much of like in life, it's about mindset. And so if you think nothing's possible, then it's not going to be.
You're right.
Does he believe in the secret?
And literally everything coming out of your mouth from your mind is excuses.
Yeah.
Your mindset is excuse after excuse after excuse.
Again, this is only the beginning.
With this, losing money.
Yeah.
You said your goal, but I have zero confidence that 10,000 hours a year is going to be saved. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Every penny you have, you spend every penny you don't have.
Yeah, very true.
You're not wrong.
I'm sorry, I don't think anything
he even
productive is going
admits
to
it.
come out of this conversation. Everything's an excuse for anything that's put against you. Unless you specifically take the steps to change.
Yeah.
This is going to be what the next 60 years of your life look like.
Probably, actually.
Then you're going to be trying to retire, and then you're going to complain about how you don't have money, and you'll maybe look back to this conversation and be like, oh, I could have actually been an adult for a few years at least.
Yeah.
And then live my life comfortably.
That pays off big to start young.
I went online. I also looked at the programs. I saw that the Google.
I mean, I want to save. I want to do that, but it's like I'm like so aimless. It's like what am I looking forward to? Like,
what are things that you dream in your future that you want to see? You talk about going
being successful. You know?
Okay.
Define that.
What's a measure of success to you?
Yeah.
What does success look like?
Having freedom, financial freedom.
Okay.
Now, financial freedom doesn't look like spending money you don't have. What does financial freedom look like? It looks like having the money, and hopefully money that's building on its own, so that you're then able to live that life you want.
Yeah, investing is important.
To get there, saving as much money as possible, eating crap for, if we're talking about full self-sustaining money, eating crap for years, putting in the work. And if that dream is something you actually want to shoot for, you need to have the motivation to get there. You know, draw out the plans, hit the goals that you want to hit at certain points.
You know, I think that's the smart way to do it, but I'm trying to find other ways to do it.
Why?
Like, there's so many other people.
If you know it's the smart way, why would you do it any other way? Because the smart way should be the most efficient and take the least amount of sacrifices, probably. Unless if you're trying to finagle the system, I think generally that has way more risk to it.
It's not going to be a shortcut.
I know.
You're looking for a shortcut.
I'm looking for a shortcut. I'm trying to take the easy way out.
I guess he's self-aware. Maybe.
Turning 65, not having a single cent to your name. You'll be miserable. So what to look forward to? Getting back to that question. We talked about success.
Yeah.
What does success look like? having financial freedom.
Mhm.
Definitely need to set a budget. You need to follow that. It doesn't matter what your friends do. It doesn't matter what girlfriends want you to do.
Yeah, you gotta have
Follow your
self-control.
budget. Invest the money you can. Make sure you have a nice savings account on the side for emergencies, 6 months,
Yep.
what you need to live. What else are you looking forward to in life? Do you picture yourself with a wife, kids, home?
I doubt it.
Yeah, mid 30s, late 40s, or not late 40s, but like 40s.
Oh. If you want to be able to
You actually
afford that
just want a family?
lifestyle, it helps to have that degree to get into the higher paying job, to have the savings necessary in order to put a down payment on a home, in order to be able to save for kids' college funds, to be able to save for a nice ring without putting it on a credit card.
Yeah.
I just don't want to live a normal life like that.
Why?
It's just like it sounds boring to me.
Uh,
That's why.
Why?
Sometimes I don't like safe.
So, well, there's definitely a certain amount of monotony to it, to security and being able to give other people like
I
a family
guess, but
the life they deserve,
I-
or being able to make sure you're not struggling. But
I mean, having like a normal point to return to lets you kind of go on adventures whenever you do have that break. I don't know. I don't think normalcy is bad. I think that normal is, or at least it depends on how you define normal too, I guess. I could go on like another rant about this. I'll just let it keep playing. Sorry, guys.
I'll tell you what's boring: not being able to afford to eat when you're trying to retire. Working until
I don't know.
you're
That might be more
85,
exciting.
Dying on the Walmart floor when you're trying to work.
See, that would be exciting. There's suspense. Are you gonna make it to the end of your shift that time? See, exciting.
To be able to afford that month's rent. Because you don't have a home, you never saved up enough to put a down payment down.
I
Live in the
just hate
Walmart.
thinking about the future so much too. So much of it's like I just want to be present, and I mean it's neglectful.
Oh, God.
But
Any final thoughts?
not really, man. I mean, you told me what I needed to hear.
And you won't listen to
I
it.
do hope that I'm looking to change it. You know.
No, he's not. Just silence. Now I'm uncomfortable.
I'm looking to change. You know, that's it.
Okay.
So.
Give this video a like so that YouTube recommends it to more people. Subscribe and stick around for more. Thanks.
Back when
to my 4 cups of coffee Patreon.
back when Caleb touched grass. Now he's too busy to touch grass. Okay. Thank you guys for checking this out. I'm probably gonna keep on. I'm definitely gonna keep on with the Zeke saga just because this is the tamest that it gets. And it's like, okay, at this point, he seems like he's just a normal 19-year-old kid. But I swear, my annoyance with him will become justified at some point. It's not just me being a douche. I swear. That's what I'll do. I'll keep doing the series so that I can like prove that I'm not crazy. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you can like and subscribe, that would also be awesome. But thank you for checking this out. I really appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye.